God, why are people still messing with me? Why won't they leave me alone, Lord? What is the obsession? God, I don't even have anything for them to be envious of. I'm not even where I want to be in life yet. They have more than me, God. Why are they jealous of me? I don't have anything for them to be jealous of. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You see, what you don't understand is people see your ambition, they see your drive, they see your potential before you do. And I'm not talking about just seeing it based on your actions. Yes, that's a part of it. But they actually can see it. Like they're dreaming of it. They're having visions of it. I will prepare a table in the presence of thy enemies. The table has already been prepped. They have already seen this stuff in the spirit. They want to try to block you. They want to try to slow you down. And one of the ways they try to block you and slow you down is they try to manipulate the way people perceive you. Humiliation rituals are one of the things that they do. They try to humiliate you, embarrass you in front of other people. They try to manipulate the dreams people have about you, manipulate the viewpoints of others. And what ends up happening is masquerading spirits come around. Then there's spirits whispering things in people's ears. And before you know it, you have a whole gang of people coming up against you. Before you know it, there's people trying to figure out how to stop your next move. There's people looking into your past and trying to use your past against you. That is a whole humiliation ritual. There's always a main culprit behind these things. I know it may look like many people are involved and many people are trying to block you, but best believe there is always a master manipulator behind this all. There's always that pharaoh that has to align its puppets, align its army to come after you. And when Pharaoh realizes that manipulating you out of your confidence doesn't work, and you're actually a fighter and you're a go-getter, which they already knew, but they thought that if they can get a bunch of people to come at you and a bunch of people to say the same things, that eventually you'll believe it. You'll lose confidence, you'll fall into depression, you'll have anxiety, you won't even want to leave your home, and before you know it, everything is falling apart and you're left like a domino effect, right? But when they realize that you're too strong and you're a fighter and you don't give up, what they do is they result in trying to drain your ambition. And you'll notice that like some days you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I have all this energy. I'm happy, God. I'm excited. And then all of a sudden it feels like someone's just draining your ambition. You feel like you have no energy to do anything. You feel sad. You may even feel like, you're confused as to what you were supposed to originally do, even though you already have everything written down on a list. The things that, make you happy, the simple things in life that make you happy, you're noticing that it feels like a burden for some reason. It feels like an anchor on your foot. The things that are supposed to bring peace in your life, it brings some sort of like baggage. And these are just basic necessities, basic things that you're supposed to do every day. Everyone is supposed to wash their dishes every day. Everyone is supposed to wash their face every day. Everyone's supposed to shower every day. Everybody's supposed to clean up every day. But for some reason, these tasks that you know how to make fun because you play your music and do these things, or you may play a TV show and do these things, or you may even play the word on the phone, the Audible Bible, and do these things. Like whatever it is that you do, you have your ways of doing things and you know how to make it fun, you know how to make it interesting, and you don't see a burden in the tasks that are priorities in your life. But it only becomes a burden when there is something manipulating and afflicting your ambition. And what is that? That is usually someone that is operating through that Python spirit, trying to drain everything out of you. And that's the thing, because they know every single lie is not going to work. Every single rumor is not going to work. Every single thing that they said to people, the truth always comes out. And why is that? Because God always defends you. You have to understand that they're not powerful. So they can't control the mass of people that you're going to have an encounter with in your life. They can maybe control the main people that they know about, like that friend that you have or that colleague at work, or you may post your employer online in a photo, and they may do something to, to change that employer's perspective of you. It's going to be very difficult for them to try to block every encounter you have, because you're always going to meet people in your daily life, and the only way they'll know is if they're literally beside you every single day, and that's impossible. The amount of encounters you have with people is more positive than negative. Before, when you literally had limited access to people, you didn't really go out much, you didn't really talk to people much, and you kind of were just inside a lot because you knew something was going on to manipulate the way people see you, or you knew something was going on to create that anxiety, that depression. But now that that's actually broken off of you, you're actually engaging with people more. And the more that you engage, the mass of people are actually seeing who you truly are. And God is also defending you. So the more and more they try to manipulate the way people perceive you, God is always shutting down these lies and rumors, because he's defending you in the spirit, and people always see the truth. So their new tactic is trying to drain your ambition. So you can't get up and go to work. So you can't get up and get your tasks done. So you can't get up and be the best version who God called you to be. But you see, the problem is that they were always jealous of your ambition. They don't have ambition. The only ambition they have is to do wickedness. And why is that? Because when you do something for such a long time in your life, it becomes a part of you. So because they've been doing this wickedness for so long, they don't know anything else. They don't know anything else. They don't know their strengths and their weaknesses anymore, because all they know is jealousy. All they know is selfishness. They don't know how to be ambitious. They don't know how to elevate their own life, because all they know is witchcraft and manipulation. So when they see that you are ambitious, you are a fighter, you are a go-getter, best believe defeating all these rituals that they've been doing on you is a slap in the face to them. That alone confirms your ambition. Not only are you ambitious in your calling, not only are you ambitious in your gifts, not only are you ambitious and you're a fighter, you're jumping over all these hurdles, but you're also ambitious when it comes to defeating what they're doing. And they hate that about you. They are extremely, that little whore. I'm telling y'all, God dispatched angels. Like, it's beautiful. But listen. They're very jealous of your ambition. They are very jealous of your ambition. And this is why you have to keep going, no matter what. I'm telling you right now, sometimes when they try to drain your energy, sometimes when you try to start that task, it literally feels like a marathon. It feels like the devil has a hold on you when you're trying to start that task. But let me tell you something. Once you start it, oh my gosh, you have already broken that stronghold. You notice that once you start something and you're actually doing it, and you've been procrastinating all day to do it, and you finally start doing it, you're not even 5 minutes in, but you're finally you're like, wow, I have energy. That's God. That's God. So I'm telling you right now, there's a scripture the Lord is putting on my spirit right now. I just heard it. Let me get it for you. So the scripture God just gave me is Mark 3 verse 27. And the reason being is because, like I said previously, when you are fasting, praying, and whatever it is that these people have tried to do to you, you have defeated them. And they see that even within these trials and tribulations, you are still ambitious. What you did was you just binded the strong man. Just like when Jesus used that parable in Mark 3 verse 27, this analogy that he is using, he is describing Satan as the strong man and him binding Satan. In fact, no one can enter a strong man's house without first tying him up. Then he can plunder the strong man's house. The reason why he just gave me that scripture is, one, it matches with the next word I'm about to give you. And two, this is you. This is you binding up all their wickedness, all their evil, whatever they're doing to you. Every single time you continue to fight against what they're doing and you don't give up and you stay ambitious, you literally bind up that strong man. You literally bind up that strong man. And you don't even realize that. And that's another reason why they retaliate against you so much. You're like, God, I ain't even doing nothing. They're bothering me and I'm not even doing it. Listen, they bother you because remember, their motive and their expectations is for you to fail. Their motive and expectations is for you to give up, right? So they can feel like they won. But it's the fact that you don't. It's the fact that you pray. It's the fact that you fast. It's the fact that you're still obedient to God and loyal to God. See, when you are obedient and loyal to God and when you are continuing despite what's going on, you have to understand it affects them. It affects them. Because they have failed their mission, they have failed their assignment, and then guess what? They get upset and try to retaliate more. And no, you're not doing anything but praying. You're not doing anything but fasting, counseling, rebuking, etc. But remember, they're mad at you for even being ambitious when it comes to defeating them, right? So that is what it is. There's people who are extremely threatened by your ambition. You don't have to have much for people to attack you. You don't have to have much for people to hate you or be jealous of you. Your ambition alone, you being strong enough to fight through their trials and tribulations, and every time you defeat what they are doing to you, you have binded what they were doing. You have binded it and sent it back to the pits of hell. And you don't even realize that. And that's just from you focusing on you. That's just from you not giving up. Because you have to understand something. There's a price to pay. There's a price to pay for the wickedness they're doing. And if they don't succeed at what it is they're doing, the spirits that they're conjuring, the witchcraft that they're doing, the deals they're making with Satan, it's not for free. Somebody has to pay. And it's not you. That is another reason why they consistently keep going. Because they want you to quit. And you're not a quitter. So again, every time you are ambitious, it defeats them. So keep being ambitious, keep being humble, keep being loyal to God, and keep being loyal to your journey. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.